Far be it from me to look ahead to a Batwoman episode. We just saw episode 2. We've got 3 coming up this week, then 4, and then November 10th, episode 5 will see the return of a character that is very, very odd. Probably one of the most terrifying from the Rogues Gallery. Who am I talking about? Which villain of the week are they going to slaughter in episode 5? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to watch the video. So, without further ado, allow my monkeys to roll the footage.
Yeah, that works.
I like
all right,
that a lot.
okay. All right, moving on.
Hey, what about Tulip?
Batwoman Synopsis hypes debut of one of Batman's creepiest villains. This is one I'm not really too familiar with, as I've only seen him in the iteration on Beware the Batman cartoon, which according to this article was much more toned down than this villain's previous appearances. We'll get into this article. This was published a couple days ago, but it's Sunday. I wanted to come up with some content for you guys, so I decided to do a couple of these videos. We haven't covered any articles. The last week was dedicated to the live streams, the Halloween Kills review, and the Batwoman review. That was what I spent total over 30 some hours on, those 2 videos, and then not counting the live streams and show prep. But got that all out. That was a great week. Much more. Is this the home stretch to Halloween? This week we're going to have some horror themed topics on our shows, and I'll try to get a couple more horror reviews out for you guys this month. So here we go. Synopsis for the 5th episode of Batwoman Season 3 teases the arrival of one of the most unsettling villains in Batman's Rogues Gallery.
Let's get nuts!
The synopsis for the 5th episode of Batwoman Season 3 teases the arrival of one of the creepiest villains ever to terrorize Gotham City.
The meat pie tango.
According to the synopsis, the episode will see Ryan and Sophie attend a dinner at the home of Jada Jet with their son Marquis in order to ascertain what secrets they might know about Wayne Enterprises. However, the evening takes a turn for the worse when an uninvited guest drops in on the intimate gathering, during which Ryan sees a, quote, different side to the people who could be her biological family. Notably, the episode is titled A Lesson from Professor Pig.
You only have yourself to blame.
Yeah, Professor Pig is a weird villain, man. I thought that when I watched him in the cartoon, I was like, this is an odd villain. This is like very Buffalo Bill-esque.
Yes, we've been meaning to invite you over for tea and a good old-fashioned pummeling.
You serious?
Sadly, we're all out of tea.
Debuting in 2007, Professor Pig was a supervillain identity of Laszlo Valentin, a mad scientist who led a cadre of similarly deranged baddies called the Circus of the Strange. Obsessed with his distorted view of perfection, Pig would abduct people and use his surgical talents to reshape them physically and mentally into his mind-controlled henchmen, the Dolatrons. He's remembered for a scene in which he dances and strips in front of a captive Robin.
Gay!
That's odd. But this new gay Robin might like that. Professor Pig made the jump to live action in the 4th season of Gotham, where he was played by Michael Cerveris. Additionally, the character has made animated appearances in the Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay, and Beware the Batman, albeit much toned down for all ages audience, and was a mini-boss in Batman Arkham Knight.
Pig, make her better.
Yeah, I really don't have much perspective to lend on this particular villain. Is like I said, I've only seen him in one iteration. It was him, and he had a little frog henchman. I don't know, and I quit watching Gotham before he made an appearance, so I'd never seen that iteration before I pulled that clip. Thus far, the 3rd season of Batwoman has focused on bringing in or reincarnating iconic members of Gotham's notorious Rogues Gallery.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Previous episodes have seen Ryan Wilder and her team go up against versions of the Mad Hatter, Killer Croc with Pamela Isley, Poison Ivy, played by Bridget Regan, set to menace the heroes in future stories.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
See, what I can lend credence to is how bad the Mad Hatter and Killer Croc were. And like I said, this goes back to me not being a huge, comic guy, but the animated series and things is the things that I have seen and have went back and read after the fact. You know, Batwoman, these writers, like I said, Caroline Dries, who's now protected her tweets, so I don't think I can tag her anymore on Twitter. I can't see her tweets, so Caroline, I'm one biscuit away from you blocking me and getting another stone in my white privilege gauntlet.
There ain't no fluff here.
The writers on this show, if you look at who's written the episodes, especially going back to season 2, from the start of season 2 on up to where we are now, and going into episode 3 of season 3, these writers are not writers, they're activists. They don't care about the lore, they don't care about the story. They might say they do, but they don't. You know, there's nothing that would say that about them that leads us to believe that they care about these myths and these stories and these characters that, you know, people have, you know, come to know and love from the comics and animated shows and things of the like, and other books and media, video games. And now they're just being, well, we're going to use this as a prop, and this is, you know, they're just used for ideological reasons, and it doesn't make sense, and it's not fair to the people who created that, because the people that are shitting on these legacies are you know, nowhere near as talented or creative as those that came before them. So the full synopsis from A Lesson from Professor Pig reads as follows. Ryan asks Sophie to accompany her to a dinner at Jada's to do recon on what her estranged mother knows about Wayne Enterprises. But the evening takes a turn when an uninvited guest drops in on the intimate gathering. As the terrifying evening unfolds, Ryan witnesses another side to Marquise and her mother. In Batman number 666 in 2007, to his appearance on Gotham, Beware the Batman, to the Arkham video game, to the Arkham Knights video game. A lot of different iterations, but honestly, the fact that Brian George, Babu, played him in Beware the Batman is phenomenal. I don't know. I'm afraid this character is going to just... They already wear these cheap, ridiculous-looking masks, so who knows what they're going to do with this character. It's going to be horrible. I mean, we had Kate Kane, you know, she had butt skin. You know, Alice is making butt skin faces. I don't know. It's just, the Batwoman show is a hot mess. I mean, let's be honest. Like I said earlier, Caroline Dries does not employ writers. She employs activists who are willing to bastardize the source material in the name of their ideology and their personal politics, and they inject themselves into storylines. It's so plain, it's ridiculous. It really is. I cannot stress you enough, the therapy bill is going to be through the roof by the time this show ends for me. To unclog my brain from years and years of abuse from this show, ladies and gents,
2 hours later.
No, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this, please let today be the day you subscribe to the channel. Slap the like button. Be sure to press the red button if today's the day I've earned your subscription. Share the video, and don't just do that for me. Do that for your other favorite YouTube creators too. I ask on our behalf here at the channel, and on behalf of all my fellow creators out there, you know, do that. You share links for your favorite couple creators. Leave a comment. It means so much to us, man. We appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Be sure to join us tomorrow for Monday Night Going in Raw, episode number 175. Almost closed, 25 away from 200, ladies and gents. Wow. It's getting close, so I'm so happy. And on the program Monday night, as always, myself, Tony ToneDef's back this week. Vinnieart, the newly 1K Vinnieart. Yes, he's joined the 1,000 club. I could not be happier for my brother. It happened Saturday night. Red Gaze will be on hand, the assistant regional manager. Our regular Monday night crew be here to provide you with some levity on your Monday evening to start your week. Then Wednesday night, come back, as we'll be featuring Going Rogue episode 41. Myself, Tony ToneDef, will have Kai, MFS, and Donald William Osborne will be joining us to promote the relaunch of his book, Everlasting Survivors, which I have a copy of. I've read and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So that's all ahead this week, plus videos, reviews. Batwoman will be here on Thursday. You know it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Temple Queen of the place to be reviews. I've been here with all of you. If I don't see you, have a great day, a pleasant tomorrow. I'll catch you on the next one. And remember, it's always better to burn out than fade away.